TV KPM.
There's this story that I really want to tell about a boy who felt really unwell, not because of his own health, but of his dear robot that he loves more than himself. You see, the robot was a present from Mother Dear. Because he did so well in his exam, he never feared. But one day, he didn't remember to keep his robot and left it outside. Yes, he totally forgot. So the next day, he found the robot all alone, lying on the ground. But to his dismay, there are reddish-brown spots here and there on the robot's body, hands, head, legs, for all he cared. The virus! My robot got the virus! The boy cried. He thought his robot is in the minus. I must bring him to the doctor to get rid of these rashes. So to the clinic he quickly dashes. This is not rashes from virus, my dear boy. The robot is made from iron. I'm sure you know, ahoy. These reddish-brown spots are called rust. Because of air and water, know this you must.
Didik TV KPM.
Hi everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Chris and you are watching slot Tahap 2 here on Didik TV KPM, and the subject for today is Sains DLP. But you know what, before we actually find out what topic we're learning, I just want to remind you to always practice your SOPs, okay? When you go out, please make sure you wear your mask properly from the top of your nose to bottom of your chin. And always use hand sanitizers or wash your hands with soap. And last but not least, make sure when you're in public, practice social distancing of not less than 1 meter. Alright, so for today's subject on science, I wonder what are we learning? I did see a robot earlier, but what does it have to do with today's lesson? If you want to find out more, don't go anywhere. Let's get to know today's teacher. Alright, there you go. We have teacher Nina here in class for today. Let's invite her in. Hi teacher, how are you?
Hello Chris, hello everyone.
Hi, it's so good to see you today. I am so ready for today's class. But before that, I would like to... I see a lot of things over here. And I wonder what we are doing today. But before that, I think we're going to get hands-on. But before we get hands-on, our hands must be clean first.
Yes.
So let's practice our SOPs. I do have our special Didik TV sanitizer over here. So I would like to invite you to apply some. Oh, you already have...
I'm wearing gloves right now. But before I put on my gloves, I have already put on the sanitizer.
That is very good. Now, I don't have gloves yet, so I think I should put on the hand sanitizer first. And also, for those of you watching at home, just for your information, Teacher Nina and I will be wearing our masks throughout the class for today, just for our safety as well. Alright, so earlier, teacher, I saw... what are we learning? Are we learning about diseases? Are we learning robot dancing? You know, what is today's class about?
That is actually a misconception that some kids have, whereby their iron toys become rusty and they thought it's a disease, it is caused by the virus. But it is actually not. It's something physical. So that is what we are going to learn today about rusting.
Rust. Okay, is it... Oh my goodness. Isn't that the one my bicycle usually has? That reddish brown. Is that rust, teacher?
Yes, exactly, Chris.
Okay. Understand. So, what is it about rusting we'll be learning today?
Okay, first and foremost, what we are going to learn today is that first we are going to plan and conduct an experiment to prove a hypothesis.
Sure, alright.
And then next, we are going to conclude the factors that cause rusting.
Okay.
And last but not least, we are going to practice science manipulative skill after carrying out an experiment.
Okay, but it's a bit hard for me to visualize, what rust is. So I don't know,
Okay.
maybe teacher, you have...
Okay. Because of that, Chris, I have prepared a video for you guys.
Oh, okay. Let's watch the video then. Rusting. Okay. So that is rusting.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got a question for you, Chris.
For me or my friends watching at home?
For Chris and everyone at home
Okay,
who saw the video just now. I know it's a very quick video, but I'm sure you were very observant. So I want you to name at least 5 rusty objects.
5 rusty objects. Can my friends at home help me out as well? 5 rusty objects based on the video. Okay, I saw a door hinge. Okay, a door hinge. Oh my goodness, can you help me out?
Help, Chris, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
A chair.
A chair? Are you
Okay.
sure?
A key. Not a chair.
Okay,
A
a
key.
key.
Yes, a key. Okay.
All right.
Another 3 more. Okay, what was it?
Something that you hold on when you want to go up or down the stairs.
Oh, the rail.
Yes,
the
the
stair
handrail,
railing.
yeah.
And a
Oh.
padlock. Yeah,
Yes,
that was
padlock,
one more.
yes.
And what is the one more? One more.
One more.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Nail. Is that
Yes, very
Okay.
good, Chris.
Phew.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for
Good
helping
job.
me.
And
Okay.
what about non-rusty objects?
Okay, for non-rusty objects, there was a T-shirt.
Yes, t-shirt.
Okay, and then
Just name 2.
there was a
Discount a bit.
Was it a slipper? No.
Slipper?
No, something to do with wood. It was a wooden...
Oh, a wooden word.
Sorry, one more. I'm hearing some of my friends helping me. Table. Correct.
Table.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Correct,
Correct,
teacher?
Chris. Yes,
Okay.
you are absolutely right. So what Chris has told us is correct. Okay, for example, door hinge, handrails, things that are rusty objects. And
okay.
the non-rusty objects, for example, a t-shirt, a wooden peg,
The table.
the table,
Okay.
plastic hanger. So now, Chris,
Yeah.
one more question for you.
Okay, help me out.
Now you know rusty and non-rusty objects. What can you say about these objects?
Well, based on the video that teacher just shared with us, I feel that the objects that are made out of iron had rust, whereas the one that were made out of plastic or wood or cloth did not have rust, teacher.
Yes, very good. Yay! Chris
Thank you.
has just made a generalization
Okay.
that objects made of iron can rust. And objects that are not made from iron will not rust. Very good, Chris.
Thank you, teacher. And all right, so are my friends watching at home okay? Do you understand? Was I correct regarding that? Yes, yeah, they're saying yes, I was correct. Giving me a thumbs up.
Yay.
But teacher, how about we take a short break? Is that okay?
Okay.
But before we go for a break, how about you share with us what are we doing today? I see a lot of things here.
We are going to carry out an experiment to simulate rusting of objects.
Wow, I see. So that is why you have your gloves on. So my friends
Yes.
watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for an experiment here on slot Tahap 2 for Sains DLP. We'll see you after this. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so we have this.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
welcome back to Slot Tahap 2 for today's subject, which is Sains DLP. My name is Chris and I'm also here with teacher Nina. And today's topic, we will be learning about rusting. So just before this, teacher Nina gave us an example of what items rust, what can't rust. But now, it looks like we're about to get our hands dirty with some experiments. So teacher Nina, what are we going to do next?
Alright, based on these things on the table right here, we are going to conduct an experiment to simulate how rusting occurs.
Oh, was it like the video earlier?
Okay.
There were two bicycles, right?
Yes, talking about the bicycle, I want you to tell everyone what is rust actually. I'm going to show you something that is rusty. Okay, based on your observation, Chris.
What is rust?
What is rust?
Yeah, it looks very... it looks like... but I would say rust is reddish brown. And if you touch the surface, you can feel that it is rough. The surface is rough.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct, Chris. Very good. Rust is something that is reddish brown on the surface of an iron object, and when you touch it, like Chris said, it is rough.
Yes.
Okay, so now, what we are going to do now is we are going to simulate an experiment. Okay, just now we saw about the rusty bicycle. So when we are going to try and make it in the studio, we are not going to bring two bicycles, right?
Thankfully, because I thought I had to bring my bicycle in.
Bicycles are expensive.
Yes.
So now we are actually going to replace the bicycle, because bicycle that is made of iron.
Right.
So we are going to replace that with something that is more cost effective. Okay.
So
before that, Chris.
Yes.
You saw just now the video about the bicycle. So why did the bicycle rust?
Well, what I observed from the video is he left the bicycle outside, and then there was rain. Rain, and then I feel like it rusted because there was the presence of water.
Yes,
is that correct?
And
water and also air.
Yes, very good.
Do I get stars?
Okay. Yes. You get stars, Chris.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
So to carry out an experiment, first we have to know the problem statement. So you have to make the statement. Okay, like here, I have here right now. Okay. The problem statement is, you can see on the screen too. Okay. The problem statement is, what is it, Chris?
Do air and water cause rusting?
Based on what we saw and maybe what we experience every day.
Yes.
So now I am going to guide you how to make a hypothesis.
Okay.
To carry out an experiment, we need to have a hypothesis. It's just very simple. You just need to change the statement a bit.
Into a sentence, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so the hypothesis for this experiment, water and air will cause iron wool or nail to rust.
Okay. So hypothesis might not be true, but that is why we are going to prove it in the experiment. Okay. So we are going to start the experiment, but wait. We need to know the variables.
Right. Okay.
Variables first. Okay, first one. The constant variable. What is the constant variable? What do you think, Chris?
Well, the constant variable is the variable that we don't change throughout the experiment. So I would think it's the quantity of iron nail or iron wool.
Yes, exactly. That is what we need to keep the same throughout the experiment, so that the experiment will be fair and just. Okay.
Alright.
Next is the manipulated variable.
Okay.
So manipulated variable is something that we need to change.
Right.
So that we can see if the change will cause any response to the objects that we are experimenting.
Alright.
So what do you think it is?
Can you help me out? What is the manipulative variable?
I'll give you a clue. It is something that you can relate back to the hypothesis.
Okay. If I can relate it back to the hypothesis, I would say it's the presence of air and the presence of water.
Yes! good job.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are right. Absolutely right.
Thanks for the help, friends. Okay.
Okay, and last but not least is the responding variable.
Okay.
Responding variable is what we want to see at the end of the experiment.
All right.
What do you want to see actually? So, why are we doing this?
Yes.
What for?
Why are we doing this?
Why?
That is a good question.
Okay.
I would think the responding variable would be to see if the iron nail or wool rusts.
Yes,
Is that-
very good.
okay.
But to put it in a scientific sentence,
okay.
it would be the condition of the iron wool or iron nail.
All right.
Why do we use iron wool or iron nail? Because we can't bring two bicycles inside the studio.
Yes.
That is why.
Plus, I only have one anyways.
I have one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe the next round.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
All right, now we are going to do the experiment now. I want everyone to give a focus. Please focus on what we are doing. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me, Chris, so you are going to
So I'll be your lab assistant for the day.
Yes. Here
Okay.
we have, this is the example.
Yes.
All right. So the first one, I have the objects, the constant variable.
Which
we
is?
can have iron wool. There are two types of iron wool. You can use this one or this one, either one. And also nails. So for nails, I want Chris to do it.
Not this kind of nails, okay?
Iron nails.
Iron nails.
Yes, make sure they are
Okay.
iron nails and
So
not...
how many should I put in each test tube?
How many? So I think you can put 2.
2. Okay.
So this one I use this type of iron wool, and for those at home, if you don't have test tubes at home, you can use any type of bottle or container that has a lid. So that you can do it at home. If you want to use your mom's scouring iron wool like this
you
to
can.
wash the dishes, but
Please ask her permission first.
ask for permission first.
Later she will scold you.
So,
Okay.
remember the constant variable, everything must be in the same quantity. So I have put here the same quantity.
Okay.
All
of
right.
Iron wool.
Okay.
And here we have 2 nails in each test tube, which is the constant variable. Okay.
So the first one, the first test tube,
Okay.
the first bottle. Okay, let's see. Okay, the first one. All right. The first one, just like the sample here.
Okay.
Just close the lid.
Just close the lid, okay.
Attach the stopper and I'll close the lid. This
Okay.
is the
I'll put
first
it
one.
here. All right.
So in here there is actually air and water.
Water?
Water?
Teacher, water? Are you sure? I only see air.
Well, there is actually water in the air in the form of a gas. It is called water vapor.
Water vapor.
Okay, so there is water and air inside here.
Okay, understand.
Okay, so this is for the first test tube.
Okay.
I'm gonna show Chris one. So we close it. Okay, attach the stopper.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
water and air. Even though
Okay.
there's no water, but because in the
we
air there's
cannot
water,
see, yes,
water
but
vapor,
it
right?
is there.
Okay.
The second one,
Yes.
here.
What is that?
That is actually anhydrous calcium chloride. Okay. Anhydrous calcium chloride. Here I have.
So what is the purpose of anhydrous calcium chloride, teacher?
Okay, anhydrous calcium chloride is something that you can add to actually remove moisture, to remove that water vapor. Okay. All right, you can use a spatula. Just put some. Okay. But for you at home, if you don't have of course you won't have anhydrous calcium chloride.
How much should I put?
Just half of that.
half of this?
Oh no, okay, just a little bit more.
Oh, a little bit more.
Okay. So at home you might have your vitamin bottles, right? There are some silica gel in here. You can use that too. Okay. Because this actually will absorb moisture from your vitamin bottles. It's okay, Chris. Don't worry. Okay. And then you. Okay.
And then
I'm going to put some, and then
so
you
we have
attach the stopper after that.
the anhydrous calcium chloride.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
So that's it, is it?
Yes.
So we covered this thing.
And then.
Okay.
So what is the
Alright.
condition actually? Okay, hold it up, Chris.
Okay, sure. Let's hold it
Show
up.
to everyone.
Okay.
So inside here, there is actually no water, but there is air. There is air, but no water. where does the water go? It went and all the moisture has been absorbed, will be absorbed by the anhydrous calcium chloride.
Right, so that is, because it absorbs the moisture.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
So for test tube C, what we are going to add is, this is
It's your
Alright.
side, okay?
This is actually boiled tap water. You need to fill it in.
Boiled tap water
boiled
in
tap
test
water.
tube C.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Alright, and also you put in some here and some there.
Okay, so the question I have, teacher, is how much water should I pour in?
You must cover it.
Cover it. Okay. Ooh, it's hot.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Then can you do it for me
So
too?
the water level is above the nail. The nail is fully submerged.
Yes.
And then I will close
Okay.
this.
Meanwhile, I will take some tap water here.
Okay. All right. Oh, you can see the boiling water as I pour. And remember, you want to submerge the iron wool.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Submerge the iron wool.
For the next one, okay. And then you close the lid. Okay. Actually, we need to add
More.
oil. But wait.
wait.
Let's do the
Oh, no, I haven't.
last one.
Okay.
It's okay. Put the last one. Okay, this
Okay,
one is boiled tap water.
Yeah.
Now it's just normal
Tap water.
Okay.
Okay. So normal tap water, same level, submerge the nails. Okay. And normal tap water over here. Okay. I hope I'm doing it right. My friends at home, are you okay? Are you? Yeah. Can you see it? So I've asked permission from my mom to borrow her iron wool to do this experiment. So yeah. So teacher, I just submerged this iron wool with normal tap water. So let's not mix it up with the boiling water. Okay. And then I should cover this first. Let me just cover that. Okay. So remember, the purpose of doing this experiment is to study the factors that affect rusting for iron. Okay.
Have you done it, Chris?
Yes, so tap water.
Tap water
And then this boiling water.
Yes, okay. The tap water you need to close
Just close it first, okay. Okay, tap water is closed.
Alright. Okay. So remember the second one, we need to actually add in oil.
Okay.
What is the oil for? Okay. Tap.
Yeah. What is? But I do have a question as well. Why are we pouring boiling tap water and normal tap water?
This one we use normal tap water.
Yes.
Because we are going to simulate the condition where there is water and air.
Oh, okay.
But for this one, we do not want any air. So that is why we use boiled tap water. Because when we boil water, the air will be
evaporated.
Okay. And then we need to close it. We need to seal it with oil. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. Okay.
Sure. I will hold it for you, teacher.
Okay. So we need to actually first, this is quite crucial. You need to submerge the dropper into the water.
Can you see it, everyone at home? So we can see that the oil floats above the surface of the water.
Why does the oil float?
This is Science 101.
Yes.
It is because oil is less dense than
Oh
water.
my God, you got it right. That is correct.
I get more stars.
Yay. I'm sure the kids remember you learned this in year 3 about density. So oil is actually less dense than water.
Okay.
So you need to add the one for you.
Yeah.
Here, right. Okay. So I'll have this. So you do it properly, Chris.
Sure.
Like what? How I showed just now.
Okay. So, but I can't submerge it.
You need to
Okay, like that.
tilt it a bit. Like that. Okay. Can you see?
Hold on. Let me just put one more. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Don't worry. It will go up. Yes, that is the way.
Okay.
So we are actually sealing the water, the boiled tap water inside this test tube so that no air from above will go into the water. So we are creating a condition where there is only water but no air.
Okay, understand.
All right. So, okay. So the last
this
one, that
normal
is
tap water.
normal tap water, no need to put oil.
Oh, okay.
So now we have all four ready. Yay!
Yay! So
Ha!
we are done with the experiment, right?
Yes.
Oh wait, not yet. Actually,
yet. Wait.
are we done with everything?
Does it look the same all?
Okay, so we got test tube A,
Yes.
which
A.
is only the iron
Yes.
without any water or just water and air actually inside.
Yes, water and air.
Okay,
correct.
and then we have test tube B, which is with anhydrous calcium chloride
Yes.
to test the factor of only air.
Air.
No
No
water.
water. Yes.
Okay, and then for test tube C, we have boiling tap water.
And
sealed with oil, a layer of oil, and this is to study and observe the factor of only water.
Yes,
Because
only water.
When we boil
no
water, there's no air.
Okay.
And the last but not least, we have normal tap water, no oil. So this is to study the presence of air and water.
Yes.
Okay. So what do we do next, teacher?
Now we wait. We wait for, you know how long?
How long
At
do we wait?
least 4 days.
Alright, so we'll see you after 4 days, everyone. I'm just kidding. But let's take a short break so that, and don't go anywhere, kids, because we will come back and let's observe what happens to the nails in these test tubes and even the iron wool. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back here on Sains DLP with Teacher Nina, only on Didik TV KPM. 4 days.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hi everyone, we're back on Didik TV KPM for Tahap 2 Sains DLP with the topic of rusting here with teacher Nina. And just now before the break, we did an experiment to find out what are the factors that cause rusting. And we use iron wool and iron nails and put them in different conditions with and without the presence of air and water. And we actually have to leave the experiment for how long was it, teacher? 4 days.
Yes, we have left it for 4 days.
So we have left, imagine we have left the experiment for 4 days, and now what are we supposed to do? We have put the iron wool and iron nails into different bottles and test tubes, some with air and water, some without air or water. So what are we going to do next, teacher?
Alright, after 4 days, what we are going to do is we are going to observe this experiment.
Focus, okay?
Focus. Look closely at the condition of the iron wool and iron nail inside the bottle and also test tube. Okay, can you please take your test tube? Yes, test tube A.
Okay, I'll take the
now,
test tube.
Now, I want you to focus on the iron nail and iron wool. Is there any change in there?
What I can see is that in the bottle and in the test, there is only the iron wool and iron nails. We did not add anything else in them. That means there is air and also water vapor in here.
Yes, there is air and water vapor in it. Yes, you remembered. Okay. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to fill in the table of observation that I have prepared. This is a very important step in making an experiment. Yes, okay. Presence of air. Is there air in the test tube and bottle?
Okay, let me see. I'm filling this table here.
Very good.
For test tube A, yes, there is air in it.
Yes,
and
there is also water in the
yes,
form
there
of
is
water vapor. Very good.
The condition of the iron wool and iron nails. Reddish brown.
Yes, well done, Chris. Indeed, the iron wool and iron nails have turned reddish brown. Very good.
Okay,
now
next,
let's
what are
look
we
at
looking at,
test
teacher?
tube B and also the second bottle.
The second
where we have
bottle
put
and
in
test
some
tube B.
whitish things. I hope you still remember,
Yes,
Chris.
we have added anhydrous calcium
What are
chloride in the
those?
bottle and test tube. And with that, I understand that there is only air inside because the anhydrous calcium chloride has absorbed the moisture.
Yes, correct.
So that means there's no
Anhydrous
water,
calcium chloride. So what is the function of anhydrous calcium chloride? Yes, it is to absorb moisture or water vapor inside the test tube and also bottle.
Condition of the iron wool and iron nails. Well, from what I can see here, the color of the iron wool and iron nails still look the same.
Yes,
There's no change at all. I don't see
very
any reddish
observant.
brown parts or spots on the iron wool and iron nails. So I think that in this set, the bottle and test tube B,
Yes,
no
Chris.
rusting occurred.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Okay, so I need you now to fill in the observation table. Okay.
Now let me fill up
First
the next
one,
part of the observation
presence
table
of air.
here.
Is there any
so for
air
test
in
tube
the
B,
test
there
tube?
is air, yes. And water,
You're
no.
right. Well
There is
done.
no water in test tube B.
No water. Why is it?
Because water vapor in test tube B has been absorbed by the anhydrous calcium chloride.
Okay, the condition of the iron wool.
Condition, no change.
Well done. Good job, Chris. Yes, yes. You're very good. Okay, now let's look
next
at the
is,
third
test tube C
and the third bottle here.
Let's look what's inside.
We have filled it in with the boiled tap water, and also we have added a layer of oil on top. Do you still remember why we did that?
Yes, I remember. We poured in boiled tap water because boiling gets rid of the air inside the water. So we wanted to create a condition where there is only water but no air, right, teacher?
Yes, to get rid
layer of oil,
of air inside the water.
I think it's to seal the airless water so that no air from above the water
Yes, that
will
is the
get
function
into
of
the
oil.
water. Is that
Very
correct?
good, Chris. Okay, now.
I'm observing the condition of the iron wool and iron nails. Try and
Alright.
see with me, okay? Do you see any change in color? No, right? Alright. And for water, yes, boiling water.
Yes, there is
There is
water
definitely
in
water.
there.
Okay.
What about the condition of the iron nail or iron wool?
No change.
No change. Very good. Well
Okay.
done, Chris. And last but not least, our last test tube and bottle. Oh, take a look. Okay, hold it. Show it to everyone.
Look at this. Oh my goodness, the water is so dirty and murky. So this is only using tap water.
Yes.
We didn't seal off any using oil, no. So based on my observation, it seems that in tap water, the iron nail and iron wool rust.
Yes, because you can see
Can you see it, friends? Yeah, look at that.
the color.
The color is reddish brown.
Reddish brown.
And so that means there is rust on the iron nail and iron wool. Okay,
yes,
so time
okay.
to fill
Now
out
it's
my
time for you.
observations.
Yes.
Because after every experiment, we need to.
Yes, you need to make a report. So
Yes.
this is very important for you to write your observation.
So presence of air in test tube D. Can you
Is
help me
there
out?
air? Is there air? Is there air? Everyone at home?
Yes, correct. There is air.
There is air in
Good
water.
job, everyone.
Okay.
And last, but what about water? Is there water? What? I can't hear you. Yes, correct. Wow, very good, teacher. Our friends at home are picking on very
Yes,
fast.
you're
So
very
there
good.
is also water. And last but not least, the condition is reddish brown.
Yay!
All right. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yay!
Thanks so much.
Well done, everyone. Well done,
Okay.
Chris. Okay. Now, after we have done the observation on
Yes.
our setup, the settings, our test tubes, our bottles, now we can interpret the data. We need to interpret and make some discussions on it. Okay. So you need to answer some questions, all right?
Okay.
Very easy. The first one,
I'll try my best.
among all the 4 test tubes, Chris, which test tubes contain rusty iron wool or iron nail?
Okay, among all the 4 test tubes, based on the data we have analyzed, test tube A and test tube D has rust.
Oh, let's see.
Is that
it
correct?
correct?
And
Yay! Very good. Okay.
Okay.
Why?
because there is the presence of air and water, teacher.
Air and water. Very
And water.
good.
Okay,
Very
both
good.
air and water. All right.
Okay, next one. What about which test tubes or bottles does not contain any rusty nail?
Well, obviously we can see that test tube B and test tube C does not have any rusted nails and iron wool.
non-rusty. Okay,
Yep.
so why? Why is it? Look at the table. You can
Okay.
answer it based
Can you help
on
me?
their
Can you help me
data.
out, friends?
Help Chris, please.
Well, based on what I see, is because there is either only for test tube B, there is
Uh-huh.
only air,
Uh-huh.
and for test tube C, there is only water.
Yay! Very good. That is very observant, and you analyze the data, you interpret the data very clearly.
Thank you,
very
teacher.
good.
Okay.
So now we are going to make a conclusion. So Chris, based on from our data, what are the factors that cause rusting, Chris?
Okay, so based on today's experiment, it is safe to say that the factors that cause rusting is the presence of air and water, teacher.
Yes, very good. Air and water. Both must be present, not either or.
So all of us get 4 stars,
Yes,
right?
4 stars.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes, okay, Chris, I just gave you 4 stars. Now I will give you 5 stars if you can complete a homework. I'm giving you a homework, and everyone at home,
Homework?
I'm giving a homework. Yes.
Let's do it, let's do it. So what is the homework, teacher?
So, I need you to find out what are the ways to prevent rust. Because you know rust is not good, right?
Yes, it's not.
So you need to find out what are the ways to prevent rust, and I want you to show it in a mind map.
Okay.
That will give you 5 stars, and I think I'm a bit democratic today. I think I want to give 6 stars.
Oh, how, teacher?
If you can carry out a project, you take something and you try and make it not rusty.
Okay.
And then you present it maybe to your family, to your teachers, okay? You make a video and then you show, okay? Present your ideas on why you think your project of rust prevention will work.
Oh, the teacher, should we do this on our own? Like, what if I need help?
You can ask your teacher, you can read from your textbook.
Oh, okay.
You can search from the internet. There are so many useful sources out there.
Right, okay. So, kids at home, if you want to get 5 stars like me, 6 stars, make
6
sure to
stars
do our
even.
homework, which is create a mind map on how to prevent rust, and also do a project and to test these theories, right?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So while we prepare some materials to do the homework, how about we take a very quick break? Is that okay, teacher?
It's okay.
And then we'll come back for our lesson today on rusting. So don't go anywhere. Join me again back on Sains DLP here on the topic of rusting, and let's see how we can get 6 stars together with teacher Nina. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay.
Hi.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hi friends, you are now watching slot Tahap 2 for Sains DLP, and today's topic we are learning is rusting, and I'm here together with teacher Nina. And just before this, we actually did an experiment to simulate the factors that cause rusting, like on your bicycle or whatnot, but we used nails and iron wool instead. And we also did our observations, we did our report. So teacher Nina, what is next? So what is the students at home supposed to do right now?
Okay, after we have done an experiment, we have done the report, and we have interpreted the data and make the conclusion.
Okay.
Now I want us to recap a little bit. Okay. Can you remember the steps? What have we done just now?
Okay, so remember the steps. The first thing is we prepared 4 test tubes.
Wait, you have to have the problem statement first. Why are we having this experiment? Why are we doing it?
So the problem statement first, which is what factors affect the cause of rusting?
What causes rusting?
What causes rusting? Correct.
And then what do? We create a hypothesis.
Yes, that air and water will cause iron to rust. Okay. So
after that, we control the variables.
Okay.
Remember the variables.
Yes.
Okay.
Control, manipulated, and responding.
Yes. Control
for
constant variable.
Constant variable.
Okay.
So for constant variable is the number of
the quantity
of iron wool.
Yes.
Or iron nail.
And the manipulative
variable is the presence of air and water.
Very good. And the responding variable?
For responding variable, it's the condition of the iron nail or iron wool.
Yes, very good. You remember them very well. Okay. So, and then we have done all the steps like what we did just now, and then we wait for 4 days or more and we observe.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you have heard Chris conclude our experiment. So, Chris, do we accept your hypothesis just now?
What do you think? Is our hypothesis accepted for this experiment? Air and water will cause iron to rust. Well, teacher Nina, I think yes, our hypothesis accepted.
Yes, accepted. Yay.
Good job, guys.
So our hypothesis for today, air and water do cause rusting.
Very
Very good. Okay, so now Chris, I think you have got like 4 stars, 3 stars, 2
Right.
stars, and pending for that 5 and 6
6 stars.
stars. Yes.
Okay.
So for overall, I will actually say that Chris, he has got all our learning outcomes. Everything
Yes.
he has got.
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you, teacher. I learned so much today, the
Yes.
3 learning outcomes.
But
Yeah.
not the last one. Not
Oh.
yet. Last one. This is what some pupils like to escape from.
Oh, what is it,
The
teacher?
cleaning up time.
Ayo, must clean also,
yes,
teacher.
must clean. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. If you allow me, let me
Yeah, sure.
demonstrate a little bit.
Okay.
So, just imagine this is our science lab, your science lab in your school.
Yes.
So after you have done your experiment, you need to clean it. Okay. So what you do is first, just throw the rusty iron nail.
Yes.
Okay. And then you
then?
need to wash it.
Right.
Make sure. Okay.
So just wash with tap water, teacher?
Yes, wash it with tap water.
Alright.
So,
Yes, it's very important, especially if you're doing this at home.
yes, at home especially.
Yeah, if not, your mom is going to find you. Excuse
Okay.
me, why did you not clean up your experiment?
Yeah, so what you
Okay.
have to do is you need to have the right tools.
Oh, okay. What is the right tool,
Alright,
teacher?
so don't waste water.
Yes.
Close the tap and then you need to have your
Some
soap and also your brush.
Brush.
And then you brush.
Okay. So we do this for all the 4 test tubes.
Right. Okay, so now we rinse it.
Okay.
Make sure it is thoroughly rinsed.
Yes.
Okay.
So rinse your test tubes, but for you doing at home, you can rinse
Okay.
your
Yes.
bottles.
Yeah, alright. So what
Okay.
I want to show...
Yes.
Wait, it's not rinsed really well.
Okay, sure.
There's still some... Okay, so
Okay.
What I want to show everyone is
Yes, teacher.
the test tube rack.
Okay.
Okay.
I can hold it for you if you want.
Alright.
Okay.
If you see, but it's actually not safe for you to hold it. I think you need
so
to
I'll put it down here.
Alright, if you can
Okay.
see, for the test tube rack, there is actually a place for you to put the washed, the wet test tube.
To dry it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is actually a test tube rack and also a drying rack.
Yes.
So you need to put it here.
Yep.
Okay, same goes to the bottle that we used just now. You need to wash the bottle too.
Alright. And so we do the same thing for all those.
Yes.
Now, teacher, I do have a question. What if our friends at home would love to learn more on this topic of rusting? Where can they find the resources, teacher?
Yes. Besides your own textbook,
Okay.
Science Year 5 textbook, you can search Sumberku. Sumberku. Just type it out, Sumberku, and you will find a lot of modules, science modules, that you can search on and you can try answer the questions. Okay.
Right. To get more stars, right, teacher?
Exactly. And okay. You need to
Alright.
wash. Okay. All right. I'm
Okay.
gonna leave it here,
Sure.
and don't forget to wipe off the wet
Sure.
stuff on the table.
Alright. So now that everything is cleaned up,
Yep.
and just before that, I would like to just say thank you, Teacher Nina, for today's class. I'm sure everyone learned something today, right? If you did, give me a thumbs up. Yes, I'm giving you a thumbs up because I know I did learn so much on rusting today. And with that being said, thank you so much for those of you at home for joining us for today's class here on Sains DLP at slot Tahap 2. And we will see you next time here on Didik TV KPM. But first, let's find out what happened to the robot.
Oh, what happened to the robot?
Bye, guys!
Bye. Okay, let's wait for a while. What is going to happen to the robot? If you remember the story about the robot, just now that the boy forgot about the robot. Okay, so let's start. Okay, can we have the music again? Is it a disease? Oh no. Okay. All right. Can we start? Okay. Now let me continue my story about the boy and his robot, his dearie. He now understands that his robot has become rusty and that it made it look all broken and nasty. What can I do? What can I do? I need to help my robot, but I don't have a clue. It's still new and I love it so much, but it can't move. Does it need to wear a crutch? Suddenly he remembered a lesson he was taught during science class. Yes, via online something he jot. There's a rust removal solution that he can try on page 174 on your science textbook. Now he must apply. Okay, mix vinegar, soda bicarbonate and salt. Stir really well in a container and make no fault. Pour into a bottle and voila! Now it's ready. Just spray it and wait, then brush it off. Steady! Hey, it's magic! It's magic! All the rust has gone. My robot looks brand new and active and so on. I must remember the factors that cause iron to rust. Air and water, my friends. Remember, you must. Bye!
Didik TV KPM